Today we have another $10 video of 50 identified world coins, a grab bag. I see some of the ones in the end, like I like that Irish florin right here. These videos tend to have good coins, bad coins, and enough coins that I can get good value in my trade pile that it's worth $10 to me, whatever we get here. In this batch, I've been getting a lot of coins from Thailand, Soviet Union, and Canada. And so we'll see if that trend continues today. We're going to start with an Austrian 5-groschen coin. This is one of the world's last used zinc coins that they continue to make this well after World War II. It's a 5-groschen coin, KM 2,875. They say it's worth $1, probably based on the age, and it's in pretty good shape on there. So that one's interesting. Let's go to pick up this coin's probably the 5 Pfennig coin made out of iron. Let's take a look. 1918 Germany. Yes, the 5 Pfennig made out of iron during World War I. KM 19. They say that one books for $1. I don't know if that is true or not. It might be true because they're hard to find in decent condition. This side's a little bit rougher, but I'd still say it's probably good enough shape to actually have a dollar value to it. I've been getting a lot of these Thailand 1 bot coins. Don't really need any more of them. Here's a better Thailand coin because it might be not worth as much, but it's rarer. Less than a bot. This one's going to be the 10 Satang. And this one's an older coin, 1957. This is early days of Rama IX, I believe. And if I remember correctly, then this is the variation that has the 3 metals, and there's a slightly older coin that is only 1 metal. Wanted to rearrange for a moment. Let's see what we have here. This one's going to be from Belgium. I believe it's a 5 franc. Yes. So one thing I've noticed is they've stopped identifying all the coins. I think they call it just by stapling in a flip. That's as good as identifying. Not really, but oh well. Here's another 10 Satang. This one might be a commemorative coin since it mentions the 50th Jubilee, which would be the 50th anniversary of Rama's reign. And so I have a few of these, but I probably don't have the 10. This is made out of aluminum. These are all 1-year coins. They all have the portrait of Rama looking straight ahead, which is different. And they all have this symbol on the back. And so I think they made literally a dozen different versions of this coin for a dozen different denominations. I probably didn't have the 10 Satang, so that's one of those reasons why this could be a good lot for me and why I buy so many of them. This one's just a Canadian cent with George V, or 6th, I should say. Here's a newer Canadian cent, 1982. No real value there. Move on to a Canadian dime. In a previous video, I found 3 silver coins, which stopped after 1968, but that one's not silver. Okay, we've got another one of this set for the 50th anniversary. So this one is the 50 Satang, and now we have a date of 1996 on it. Still a fairly small coin, and still one that I probably didn't have. They say that one has a book value of 35 cents. As I drop that one behind my backdrop. Let's go with Queen Elizabeth here on a 10-cent coin from Australia. I believe that's called the Lyra bird. Though I can't, every time I see this, I can't really see much of a bird. I see a lot of tail in that. Another 5 franc. I will say that the last one had the country of Belgium. This one is the country of Belgique, since they make 2 different versions of all of their coins. Otherwise, it's identical, but it does have a different KM number. Let's try something in, I think I mentioned that we've been getting a lot of Thailand coins. So this one is the 5 satang from 1935. So an older coin is certainly a better one. I've got a couple of these older hold Thailand coins, but not many, and I've gotten a few in these lots. This is number 5 out of 6 of these lots that I've purchased. I like that one. Try, let's see, another one from Thailand, a 5 baht coin. We've gotten a few of these. They're all about the same. We don't really need any more of those. This one's going to be a 5 satang that they say has a value of $1.25 because it's uncirculated. Take a look here. Okay, this is going to be one of these older ones that's probably made out of the metal tin. They called that a 5 satang. I don't know how well this shows up on camera, but it just feels like a different metal. Definitely an early portrait right there. So that's a doesn't have much value, but it's not one that you see very often, and for that reason, I think it's worthwhile. Certainly better than another Canadian cent from 1962. This one is just another 1 baht coin. Let me see. Yeah, it's just the common 1 baht. We're probably going to get several of those. 1957 Canadian cent. Don't need that. Okay, this one is a 1 satang. The catalog is going to say this has a book value of 10 cents, but they wrote 40 cents on here. You just don't see these all that often in foreign coin bins and bulk lots and whatnot. This particular dealer has a bin of carded coins that are a little bit on the high price side, but you'll find free coins in the bin. This one's probably not, it's close to uncirculated. I don't particularly need that coin, but yeah, he has a sign that if you find one that says free, you can have it as long as you buy something to go with it. Here we have a Bulgarian coin from I guess that's 1974, going to be a 10 statinki, so let's open this one up. They look a lot like Soviet coins. Earlier in this batch, they had a Bulgarian coin that he mistook for a Soviet coin. That says 10 statinki and not 10 kopek. Kind of hard to tell because they're both use Cyrillic on here, but that time he got it right. I've been looking at this Irish coin for a while. It's a 2 florin. They use the same monetary system, the pre-decimal system that the British used for a while. A florin is a 2 shilling, so it has 2 S on it. We've got some kind of fish or whale on this coin. There's the Irish harp that shows up on their coins. Another Canadian dime from 1974. Nothing out of the ordinary with that one. Siam, so usually that implies an older Thai coin. This one says date of 1937, so let's see what we've got. I don't know if this one is the same one that we saw earlier. Looks pretty similar, where they've got just the hold coin with a lot of circles going through it. So we may have seen this one earlier, but I call that one a good for my trade pile since you don't see it often. Here's a Canadian quarter with the caribou. Another Canadian quarter. Another caribou, 1969. I will say I believe that's the first year they did not put any silver in their coins. This one's going to be from Belgium. So this is a 10 centimes coin. This is another one that's probably good for a trade if I don't have it already. 1923, CAM 85.1. They say it they would sell it for $1. So this Thailand coin is different than the ones we've seen earlier because it has more of like, I guess, a spiky look instead of a curvy look to it. And they say this one is a 5 satang from 1945 in extra fine condition. I think it's interesting that it has the 5 numeral that as an American we're used to on there, because you usually don't see that on the older coins. This one's going to be a 25 satang. This is going to be the modern one. So again, we are getting a lot of Thailand coins on here, but at least they're not the most common ones over and over. Here we have a Saudi coin. It's going to be a 10 halala from their year 1397. It's going to be about the 1970s, I think. They used this design for about 30 or 40 years, but they've recently changed it. Probably another Canadian dime, 1973. Okay, this one says it's an FAO bot, Brilliant Uncirculated, from 1972. Let's see what this design is. This one has a weird color to it. I think as I'm looking on the camera, I think you can see the bluish tint here. It's strange. I wonder if that's cleaned or it's just got some. They've had some weird metal content that they've put in some of their coins. So it actually says FAO Thailand on the top. Unusual toning. This was probably my favorite coin of the video. And as I pull back up here, 1972, Y96 for the catalog number. I like that one. That one's probably a new one from my collection. Then we've got another Canadian dime. Our next Thai coin is the new type of 5 baht. And there we go. So this is the new King King Rama. I guess it's Rama the 10th on here. So I think he took over in the last 5 years or so. A lot of his 1, 2, I think I had the 1 and the 2. I probably don't have the 5 until now. And the other ones I do have this design on the back, but the 5, of course, is a larger coin. So that's another, even though we're getting a lot of Thailand coins, there are several that are new to my collection in here. Here's just a regular bot that's not that interesting. 1966 Canadian cent. 1940 on this one, Y208. Another 5 satang on here. And I've made some a couple of Thailand videos before, so this is a kind of a good pickup. If we're going to get a Canadian cent, might as well get a George V on here. That one is pretty decent shape. 1928. The details on that one, a quick glance, I'd say extra fine. Here's a fairly common 10-cent coin from the Netherlands. That made that coin for probably 40 years. Our next coin from Thailand is the 50 satang. And don't have a year on this one. You can kind of see a ceremonial garb, that a robe of some sort that he's wearing here. So I think that makes that interesting. And then with only their numbers, that is a 50. So their 0 looks like R, but their 5 looks like, I don't know how to describe that. Probably a fairly common coin from Denmark here, 25 or $1. 842.1, 1950. Probably very condition dependent. I doubt that one's actually worth $1, but you never know. Some years it might be. Okay, let's see if this is really going to be a €1 from Italy. It is. Featuring the famous Da Vinci painting. I had it, but that one is definitely a good trade piece right here. Those are the kind of coins that make it worthwhile putting up with a bunch of Canadian pennies. A lot like this. We've had a few of these 500 liras in previous videos. Just make sure it's the normal circulating one. It is, so that's not a particular value. It's a Swiss coin from 1981. 20 Rappen. Swiss coins have pretty good collector value. Another Canadian quarter. Caribou. And in one of these previous videos, we had a lot of commemorative Canadian cents, quarters, which were good. That's a 72 Caribou. We have a Greek coin from 1982 of 20 drachma, featuring a Greek architecture on here. And I think that is Pericles. Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. In the bottom here, okay, next Thailand coin is this 10 satang from 1957. Hard to keep a lot of these straight because they kept switching between all kinds of metals, copper, nickel, brass, tin, bronze. They used it all. Occasionally a little bit of silver, and then the king's portrait just got updated slowly over time. Here is a British half crown that looks suspicious, 1947. Would not be silver. To me, this coin looks plated. It just has the wrong shine to it. I don't think that's uncirculated. I think, well, no, this doesn't look right. I don't think this one's uncirculated. I think this one's been, I mean, the details are pretty good on it, but it's just something about it looks suspicious. Last coin, the yellow ones have sometimes been pretty good mysteries. Guatemala, I guess, 1965. And there you go, 25 centavos. And in the middle, this coin is large enough where you can actually see the date on the scroll. 15th of September. Gives a year, it looks like 1821. That is the day that I bought my first house, 15th of September in 1999. All right, something I share with Guatemalan. Okay. That's in decent shape, probably going to upgrade my collection. Well, I hope you like this video. I've got one more that I'll probably post in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching. Bye.